Hey everybody, it's Dixie Dan. We are here at this beautiful masterpiece, house number 3, Skyfall with Adams & Company Construction in the 2025 Parade of Homes. I've been very excited about being here and interviewing Aaron and talking to him about how he comes up with such a beautiful structure like this house. From a blank lot to where we are today, give us an idea of what you go through.
First off, thanks for coming by again. Appreciate you guys coming through. This project started with where we're standing. This is the heartbeat of the home. I wanted the kitchen, the great room, living space, this concrete fireplace to feel open. Literally everything was kind of branched out from here when we were creating the floor plan. In the past, other builds, a little bit more moody colors, and in this one, I kind of said we're gonna go a different direction. As any artist, you are always trying to do something a little bit different, and I liken building a lot too, kind of like artistry. You're trying to do something that is pushing the boundaries, and every detail and every aspect of the house. I talk about layers to a house, and there really are so many, from the palettes of the colors to the textures, the materials you choose to work with, the architecture alone, starting from the outside, and it works its way as one continuous flow through the house. But I wanted this house to feel light and airy, yet comfortable and cozy if it kind of wants to just give you a hug.
Yeah, well, you definitely, it feels warm. We were talking a little bit about how it takes a real talent to get to where we are with a finished product like this. It takes that artist talent to really pull it all together and have a vision.
Yeah, we start obviously with the floor plan, right? And that gets multiple revisions. I always tell people the best money you can spend is on your plans. When the subcontractors come through, we are meticulously looking at those plans to make sure that we're nailing those components that we want to achieve of the vision that we've come up with, right?
Somehow you've pulled it together. Tell us a little bit about managing something like this.
Honestly, it really boils down to hard work, right? Hard work and being present on the job site. As the builder, my eyes have to see things, and they all kind of know that, like, we better ask Aaron on this before we just go with what we think.
There's something about your homes when I come inside, everything feels just right. How do you make that happen? Is that just natural talent again?
A lot of it ultimately comes with experience. The more you build, the more you learn, paying attention to how it feels as you're building.
Right, right. Sometimes you make those changes and it has a domino effect.
Undoubtedly, there are mistakes and things in custom home building. Sometimes if you're lucky, where a problem arises, the solution that came out of it was actually better than what you first envisioned. For example, these light fixtures in here, these cylinders, these trusses were in the way, so we couldn't get recessed cans and have them be symmetrical.
Right.
So I said, okay, well, what can we do? We can do a surface mount light fixture, and that way we can still have them spaced symmetrically in the whole room. And so then it all of a sudden gave us dimension.
It definitely has a unique look to it, and it works. I mean, it looks better than a recessed light.
That's right, yeah.
What would you say is your secret sauce?
Ever since I've been a little kid, I've loved building, and design is a lot like fashion. It's never ending. You're always trying to push yourself as far as what can we do differently, what different textures and materials can we use. I would say the secret sauce is just having that innate ability to be an artist, right? That's really what home building kind of is, kind of an art.
During the parade, we're gonna have thousands of people through here.
Yeah.
What are some things you just don't want them to miss?
We cared a lot about this entry point. As soon as you walk into a house, that's kind of your first impression, right? And so as soon as you walk in, we have a big 6-foot wide pivoting glass door met by another one that would hypothetically take you directly outside if you're hosting, having a party. As soon as we get into this space right here that we're in, this kind of like accentuates everything else you're going to see in the house, all the details. The windows, we have some curtain windows where those glass continues up and beyond into the roof line. The master bedroom sauna is really fun. We want it to feel like you're going and staying at a luxury hotel. I want a future prospect buyer to be like, I gotta have it.
After looking at this home and how you've done the lighting, I'm gonna give everybody a hint. Come here at dusk or after the sun goes down, right?
Yes.
Because you're gonna have amazing views, and if you've got a sunset out there with the fire and the lighting the way it is, that's when you're really gonna experience what this home is about.
That is a pro tip, actually. Another part of like what you look at and you think about is, how does the house feel during the day? How does it feel at nighttime? You're right, like at dusk, it just takes on a whole new light.
I think the colors, the lighting, everything just works. And it really is a piece of art. It's not just a home. This is like an artist had to make this.
Thank you.
So anyway, I'm really impressed and always have been by your product.
And honestly, like I say, I appreciate you guys. It's like we try, and that's all you can ultimately do is just give it your best shot and your best effort and let the cards fall where they fall.
Well, you were born to do it, Aaron.
Thank you, man.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks, Dan. Appreciate you coming by.
You bet. I had to add to our video about this pool. When we're standing in this room looking out the windows, it just disappears into the surface of the patio. Tell us a little bit bit about that. How did you pull this off?
The pool was a little bit bigger than what I was actually anticipating it was going to be, but I knew from the beginning, shout out to Jeff Norton with Sunset Pools, I knew that I wanted a negative edge pool, which ultimately gives us the ability to have a clean, flat sheet of water. This water is always auto-filling and spilling over this edge, and then down in here, you can't see it, but there's a drain that runs all the way the perimeter of the pool, and so this water is constantly being circulated through a big vault that we buried, pumps over there, filters the water, and keeps auto-filling the pool to make it so that water edge is constantly falling right over. I wanted to have those pedestals over there look like they're floating on the water, so that's how you kind of walk over to get in the hot tub. I wanted a darker tile that was kind of moody, much like our guy James Bond, you know, like a lot of those themes, like I'm like, it just feels like some kind of a house that he might live in.
Right, yeah, well done.
You have to come swim sometime in it.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll have to warm it up, come by during the parade one of these times. Absolutely. Let's do it, we'll do it.